Hello students, today we will be starting with exercise 2.6 of our chapter fractions and decimals. So let us get started with question number 1. Here you will see in this exercise you will mainly see the multiplication of decimal numbers. Okay, let it be multiplication of any two decimal numbers or multiplication of a number with a decimal number with 10, 100, thousands and all. So we'll see this type of sums in this particular exercise. So first one is question number 1. There are many questions where you have find. Find means you have to multiply, it's given. A few decimal set of numbers are given. So let us see what is given here. So question number 1 is 0.2 into 6. Now how will I multiply this? So what you have to do is, all of you, please see, it's very easy. All of you think this as two normal numbers, like without the decimal. So without the decimal, you can consider it as 2 and this is 6. So 2 multiplied by 6 is how much? It's 12 now, but there is a decimal point here. So where we have to put the point? What you do, you will see how many numbers are there after the decimal. 1 and here are none. So total number is 1. So you have to start from this side, from the left, right, and from this side and from the ones place and put the decimal after how many digits. Here it is 1, so the point will be here. Okay, now similarly for number 3 I will show you. For number 3 it is 2.71 into 5. So what you can do, you can just multiply 271 into 5 and you get the answer as 1355. Now about the decimal, where to put it? Okay, if you multiply you get 1355. Now see, after decimal there are 2 digits. So you start from this side. This arrow you don't have to write, just for explanation I am giving this. So 1, 2. So the decimal will come here. Okay, so this is the way you multiply decimal numbers very easily. Next you have, I'll show you number 7, where you have 2 into 0.86. That means 2 into 86 you multiply, you will get 172. Okay, when you get 172, now you see after decimal there are 2 digits. So start from this side again, 1, 2. So the decimal point comes here and your answer is 1.72. So I would like you to try from this as homework, or even after this, from this question number 1 itself, 2, then you can do 4, 5 and 6. You will try this 4 as your after doing this. Okay, now we will move on to question number 2 of this exercise. In this you have, find the area of a rectangle whose length is 5.7 cm and the breadth is 3 cm. So how do we find area of a rectangle, length into breadth? So let us write down what is given here. Given length of the rectangle, we can denote it by small letter a, L, or capital letter L, is given as 5.7 cm. Breadth of the rectangle is given as, B is given as 3 cm. So how do I find the area? Just L into B. So let's multiply L into B. So therefore what do we want? Area. Therefore area of the rectangle is equal to L into B. L is equal to 5.7 cm and B is 3 cm. And as we have multiplied this decimal numbers here, also 57 into 3 is how much? 171. And see, after decimal there is only 1 digit. If you start from this side, 1 digit, so the decimal will be here. Centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square, the unit of area. So the area of the rectangle is 17.1 centimeter square. Now there is, when you read the number, suppose like this one, you don't read it as 1.72. that is very wrong way of speaking. You, after the decimals, the numbers are read as, when you say it as single numbers, like you don't say it's 72, you say it as 1.72. Like this one is 13 point, this is 13, the previous decimal, the numbers before the decimals, this is same, 13.55, don't say it as 55. Okay, now let us move on to question number 3. We can see there are several numbers which are multiplied with 10 and thousands and 100. Okay, let us go to question number 3. In question number 3 it's given find, and number 1 is given as 1.3 into 10. Now, multiplication with 10, 100, thousands are very easier in case of decimal. You have to see how many zeros are here. 1. And so, the number of zeros are here. The point will shift towards this side that many places. So, you first write the number without the decimal. See, 1, 0. So, the point goes after this. Okay, decimal goes after here. 13.0 means 13. So, you keep it as this way. Similarly, if I show you number 4, it's given as 168.07 into 10. Okay. Now, into 10 means the point will move 1 digits towards the right. 1 0 is there. So, 1680.7. If there had been 2 zeros into 100, then the point would have gone this way. Okay. Now, if 3 zeros, then how? Let me show you with the help of number 5. 31.1 into 100. Now there are 2 zeros, but after the decimal there is only one place, one number. So what do I do? 311 and I will add a 0. Because suppose if I multiply, it will become 31.1 and one more 10 will remain, right? So sorry, 31, this will go and it will give me this. So this is just for your explanation. Okay, so you can add a 0 after this. Again, I'll be showing you number 12. Sorry, this is 0.03 into 1000. Now see, 3 zeros, 1, 2. 2 places, and what will we do with the other 0? You just add it after the number and it becomes 30. Okay, so this way multiplication of numbers, decimal numbers by 10, 100 or thousands or 10,000 is very easy. So you will try the remaining sums, means like from 1 to 12, whatever are remaining sums of question number, I'm sorry about the sound, of question number 3, that will be your homework. Okay, from this part, the remaining sums. These are easy, so I am not wasting the time solving all of them together. Now let us move on to question number 4. What is in question number 4? Let's see that. Okay, a two-wheeler covers a distance of 55.3 km in 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 10 liters of petrol? So in 1 liter it covers 55.3. So in 10 liters how much? Just multiplication, but we have to write statement. Okay, so let us write distance covered with 1 liter of petrol is equal to how much distance? 55.3 kilometer. So we have to find how much distance covered with 10 liters of petrol. So what we do, we just multiply it. So 10 into 55.3 kilometer. So see, this is multiplication with 10, just as we did in the previous sum. So 1 0 and 1 digit after the, so it becomes 553 kilometer. Okay, so just normal multiplication of numbers. Just the difference is that here we have decimal numbers instead of normal whole numbers or natural numbers. Okay, now the last one of this exercise, question number 5, here it is given find. Here also the same thing, it's multiplication of decimal number. It's similar to question number 1. Do not worry about that. Let us do this. Question number 5, 1 is given as 2.5 into 0.3. Now you don't have to multiply and show. Okay, this comes for 1 mark question. So 25, think of the number without the decimals, then things become easy. So 25 into 3, you all of you know it's 75. Now where to put the point? Okay, how many numbers are there after the decimal? 1 and here 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. So coming from this side, all of you know 1, 2. So the point comes here at a 0, 0.75. Okay, I'll show you number 2 again. It's given as 0.1 into 51.7. Without the decimal, the number is 1 and 517. 1 into 517 is 517. How many numbers? 1 and 2. So the point comes here. Okay, so 5.17. Let us do number 5. 0.5 into 0.05. So without decimals 5, here also 5. 5 5s are how much? 25. How many digits are there after decimal? 1, here 2, 3. So total of 3, 1, 2. Now what about the other one? We have no other place. So when we don't have a place, we add 0 and place the point here, and this looks as 0.025. I hope you have got these things in your lower classes also. It's very easy. Okay, and even if you haven't got, you can still learn it now. Number 9 is 101.01 into 0.01. Now this without the decimal is 10101 into 1. So will be the same number 10101. Now about the decimal, let's see. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. So the point comes here. Okay, so it is 1.0101. Let me show you another one. Question number 10. Okay, question number 10 is 100.01 into 1.1. So it's 10001 into 11 you do. You will get what? 110011. Now decimal 3. So 1 2 3. So here. Okay, so this is how you multiply numbers, decimal numbers. Now what I want you to do is, as homework, you will try the remaining questions of your this question from question number 5. Okay, from question number 5 you will try number 3. 2 I have done, 1 2, then you will be doing 4, 5 is done, 6 you will do, then 7 and 8. This you will be doing as your homework after you finish understanding this. So this is all about the multiplication of decimal numbers. You will not get critical type of problem sums. These are just normal multiplication of two decimal numbers. So in your higher classes or in your like later chapters, you will get something more about this. For this exercise, this much is enough. You will not have to worry about any of this except the multiplication of these numbers. Now in the next exercise, we'll see about division of decimal numbers, because fractions already we have done, or division of a decimal number with a whole number. All of this we'll get in our next exercise. So I hope this explanation was helpful. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Everyone, please stay safe and take care. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.